Aneke reaffirmed the loyalty of the Nigerian Air Force to the Constitution and called for unity, discipline, and political neutrality among personnel. He linked domestic security challenges to regional instability in the Sahel, citing recent military coups in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger that have created gaps exploited by jihadist groups. The air chief also highlighted ongoing threats from insurgency in the northeast, banditry and kidnapping in the northwest and north-central regions, and farmer herder conflicts, while noting improvements in the Niger Delta and southeast security situations. Meanwhile, in Kwara State, Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak has inaugurated a 7-member committee to coordinate support for survivors and families affected by the terrorist attack in Woro community in Kayama local government area. The committee, chaired by the Kiwazi of Kujiji, Ahmed Ibn Muhammad, will engage residents and community leaders to address urgent needs including rehabilitation, medical care, infrastructure rebuilding, and psychosocial support. Governor Abdulrazak vowed to pursue justice for victims and strengthen security, emphasizing that all interventions will be community-driven, transparent, and effective. The inauguration was attended by members of the State Executive Council, community leaders, and senior civil servants. Away from security issues to the National Assembly, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, has vowed to resign if the ongoing Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Road project fails quality test or is found substandard. Speaking on Wednesday during budget defense before a joint session of lawmakers, Umahi declared his readiness to submit the work to independent testing. His remarks followed questions over the award of a section of the project to a lesser-known company, with some legislators questioning the contractor's experience. Umahi dismissed concerns about the company's background, insisting that the focus should be on the quality of the work, and challenged lawmakers to test the road, promising to step down if it does not meet required standards. Now, continuing with the budget debate, Senator Kaka Shehu, chairman of the Senate Committee on Special Duties, also weighed in on Wednesday in Abuja, rejecting the 127 million naira allocation for SUV cars for the presidential villa. Senator Shehu described the amount as totally unacceptable, saying it would not even cover a bulletproof used vehicle, and emphasized that Nigeria must project a positive image internationally. Senator Shehu called on the Budget Office to properly justify its proposals and assured the committee would ensure more realistic allocations in future budgets. In other news, the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Mazi Afam Osigwe, criticized the alleged misuse of the Cybercrimes Act to suppress free speech. Speaking at the 2026 NBA Young Lawyers Forum in Maiduguri on Arise Television, Osigwe said individuals are being charged, investigated, and detained for cybercrimes or criminal defamation, even in bailable cases. He warned that such actions transform the judiciary into an oppressive tool and violate citizens' rights to freedom of expression. His remarks come amid ongoing debates over the act, which was originally enacted in 2015 and amended in 2024. And finally, from the international scene, the community of Tumbler Ridge in British Columbia, Canada, has mourned the victims of a deadly shooting that left 8 people dead and dozens injured. The attacks occurred on Tuesday at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School and a nearby home. 6 people at the school, including a 39-year-old teacher and 5 students aged 12 to 13, were killed, while the suspect's 39-year-old mother and 11-year-old stepbrother were found dead at her home. The police have identified 18-year-old Jesse Van Rootsala as the suspect, who died from a self-inflicted gunshot, and confirmed no other suspects are involved. Authorities recovered 2 firearms at the scene and said the suspect was previously known to police with past mental health interactions. Residents on Wednesday night gathered for vigils and moments of silence. Officials have urged support and healing for families and students affected by the tragedy. Now, before we depart, a quick recap. The chairman of the Ikwerre local government area has banned commercial motorcycle operations in Gruta after the murder of Omolu family secretary Samuel Nchelem by motorcycle operators. We told you that the private sector has welcomed President Bola Tinubu's intervention in the River State political crisis and is expressing optimism for economic growth. You also heard APC chieftain Reno Omokri warning that real-time transmission of election results nationwide is unrealistic. Minister David Umahi has vowed to resign if the ongoing Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Road project fails quality tests. And on the foreign scene, the community of Tumbler Ridge in British Columbia, Canada, held vigils for victims of Tuesday's attack. The news was edited by Ifechukwu Moyeli. To reach the news team, please send an SMS or WhatsApp message to 0808 721 7215. 0808 721 7215. My name is Jude Omamegbe. I'd like to thank you once again for joining us on the news this afternoon. Have yourself a wonderful day, and programming continues right after the break.